So what a crazy 2020. I've been thinking about this, guys, how crazy 2020 has been with, with COVID and the uncertainties in America and across the world. So what I wanted to share with you today is more along the lines of some of the credit cards we should get and really how to climb that ladder and do it in a particular way that would help you out, individualize some of the credit cards that you should get based on your credit score and some of the benefits of the cards. So welcome to the credit game. If it's your first time on the channel, guys, I am here every single day with you. I'm the only channel that does it every day. We grew the fastest credit channel. And the reason why I want to be all up in your space is because the more you learn about credit and the more you learn about how it works, the better score you're going to have. I have a mission to get the national credit average from 667 to over 700. I'm going to accomplish that using the credit game. The reason for it is because this is something that is transferable. So as you get it, you could share it with somebody else. They could share it with somebody else. And next thing you know, it spreads bigger than COVID. That being said, I know it's been an uncertain world, so I want to make sure that there are some things that are certain in your life. So I'm going to ask you this. Do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. If it is not your first time, make sure you turn on your bell notification because that will let you know when the videos are coming in. I'm doing them every day, right? The more you do, something better you get. Just like I give the analogy. If you try to sit down with a 12-year-old and play them against Fortnite, you're going to lose. Why? Because they play the game every day. Learn the game. The better you get the game, the better you're going to get at credit. And credit's just a big game. All right? So what credit cards do we get based on where we're at? We're going to put these in categories of called stages, okay? So as we're climbing our ladder, we want to know what cards we should get. So A, we don't get a bunch of inquiries, and B, you don't get disappointments because you're trying to apply for something that requires a 775 credit score and you're at a 450, okay? So stage one, what I want to talk to you guys first about is stage one, okay? Stage one is someone who's brand new to credit, doesn't have much on their credit report, okay? So you guys know Online Jewelry Club is that primary account. You should have that on there. If you don't have your rent reporters on there, you should have your rent reporters on there where you can report your rent. Those are primary accounts, okay? Those are extremely easy to get. Almost everybody gets approved for them, unless you've had a bankruptcy. I think then Online Jewelry Club or AKA My Jewelers Club will not allow you to have. Other than that, those are simple cards to get, okay? However, you cannot use those cards like credit cards, okay? They're for the store. So what I mean by stage one is this. It's somebody between 550, 500 even, all the way up to about that 600 range, okay? We're talking low credit scores, okay? Now, I'm not saying somebody who has 15 negatives but has a 550 credit score, okay, or 600 credit score. I know that's kind of counterproductive a little bit for me to say it like that, but I'm looking for someone who has maybe a few negatives, maybe, right? They've got poor credit, but they don't have like 15, 20, okay? So what would I be looking at? I would be looking at some of the cards like this. I would be looking at, first of all, secured credit cards, okay? So what that just means, you walk into the bank, you pay $200, $300, $400, okay? They're gonna give you a credit card. They're gonna give you a shot because it's your money. They're using your money as collateral, okay? They lend you out a credit card based on your money. That's called secured. That's probably the baseline of the lowest credit scores credit card you're gonna get. Because again, it's your money, right? So there's no risk to the bank. But there are some other ones, okay? There are some other cards that you got like Finger Hut, you've got your Capital One Platinum card, okay? Most people get that. That's that little $200, $300 credit card, high interest rate, okay? That's gonna be like your 550 to 600 range. Now, if we're looking at about the 620 to say maybe 660 area, that's what we're gonna call stage two, okay? And in stage two, what I'm looking for really is two cards, okay? These are two cards I like. I like the Capital One Quicksilver card, and I like the Discover It card. So Capital One Quicksilver and Discover IT or Discover It card. That's what I'm looking for between a 620 and say 660 area, okay? This is where you're gonna start to get a little bit of rewards back, okay? Might be a small annual fee attached to it, but that's my stage two card, okay? Now, we climb the ladder a little bit more. Now we're going to stage three because we need to start like we need to start getting out of the, in the stage 2, we're probably looking at 500 to 1,500, maybe 2,000 if you're pushing it in terms of credit limits, okay? Now when you're getting into stage 3, you're looking at credit limits between somewhere that 3 to, say, $7,000 to $10,000 credit limit, depending on where you're at on the scale. But you're gonna be between 660 and say 700. 660 to 700 across the board, okay? I've only got one recommendation for you here, okay? Now, again, every one of my videos, just so you guys know, and please give me a thumbs up while you're here. Take the time to do that. It means a lot to me and helps me out. It's how we grew the biggest channel in national history in credit and the fastest, because we're doing them every day. So a thumbs up really helps the algorithm. Thank you for that. I did one card inside kind of middle of the road, what we call average credit, okay? This is where the average person falls, right? With the average person in America falling at 667, I'm talking people between, that 620 to 700 credit score. That's an average credit score. What card do I like if I was in that pair? Now, again, I'm telling you about what I would get. Today I'm at 827. I've been there for the last 7 years, okay? I built the credit game based on me being at a 505 and then building my credit up, okay, all the way up to an 827, never going back again. All right, so what I would do is I'm speaking from my heart to help you guys in what the cards that I would use. So some of the cards that I'm looking at, I'm sharing with you today is kind of the process that I went through, okay? I'm gonna show you some fast tracks in a minute. But stage 3, I like the Chase Freedom card, okay? Chase Freedom card, anywhere between 620 on the low end, all the way up to say 700. If you guys are in that area, across the board, when I say across the board, I mean Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. If you're in that area, I like the Chase Freedom card. Typically, Chase is known to give very generous upfront credit limits. They're not stingy with their credit limits initially. They're not the best for getting line increases, but Chase is great for giving a little bit more money on the front end. Okay, so that's why I like Chase. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're gonna step up a little bit, okay? Because now we're gonna be looking at credit scores 720 to say 760, 770 area, right before we get to what we call A1 credit, which we'll talk about in that stage 5, okay? So stage 4, here's what I like, guys. I like American Express, okay? I like the American Express Blue card, which is called the Everyday card. I like the American Express Green card. I like the Gold card, okay? It's basically the American Express Gold. These 3 cards right here will be perfect for someone right around that 700 credit score, okay? 700 credit score, beautiful card. Some of them have a little bit higher in terms of the annual fee. They go from 95 all the way up to some of the big boys, which we'll talk in a minute, all the way up to $600 annual fee. But those aren't necessary to get, okay? Blue, Everyday Cash card, great card. American Express, I like the Platinum card. I like the Gold card, and I like the Green card, okay? Great family to be in with American Express. It's a great line of cards to get. The cool thing about American Express is this. You get your credit limit. They are generous with their credit limits. And once you make 3 payments on time, you can call them up and ask for a credit line increase. And I've done a video. If you guys haven't seen my video about how to get line increases, go back to that video because I talk about American Express exclusively. How to get what they're doing is a 3x return, meaning they give you $3,000, you make 3 payments on time, say, hey, I'm looking to redo my kitchen, I'm trying to redo some property, renovation, whatever, I'm doing tile floors, granite countertops, I'm doing stainless steel, everything in the kitchen. You can get 3 times the initial credit limit that they gave you. So if $3,000, now you have a $9,000 credit limit. That's American Express. Also, they have so many perks in terms of travels. They have a lot of things. If you guys travel, you stay in hotels, flights, American Express is superior to any credit card, in my opinion, when it comes to travel hacking, okay? So travel hacking meaning that you don't pay for hotels and pay for flights. I don't pay for hotels or flights, okay? Because I've got enough points on my American Express to where when I do go to travel, if I want to stay at a hotel, a Marriott, or Four Seasons or wherever I stay, and I want to get first, I want to sit. I don't want to sit in coach. I want to sit in first class. I don't pay. I could go to here to Spain and back 9 times on my points, right? Because I've got over 1 million points. So as you use these credit cards, the more you use them, especially American Express, I use it like a debit card, plus all my ads, everything. American Express is a great, great card to have. And I'm going to share a secret with you in a minute about American Express and help you guys out, okay? Let's go to stage 5. Now we're all the way at the top, okay? And American Express falls in this category as well because it just means you're going to get a higher credit limit. But let's say that you are in that what we call excellent credit score. Now remember, 781 is perfect, 850 is perfect. So anybody who says they have a 830 is just bragging. Just like I just said, an 827, I'm just bragging because it means no different than me saying I have a 781. Considered the same, A1 credit, same interest rates, same deal, same down payments on everything, okay? So 781 to 850, here's the cards that I like. I like the Signature Chase Preferred credit card, okay? Chase Preferred, and it's a signature card. That card requires very high credit score to get it, but it has a minimum of $10,000. Okay, so you're not going to get anything less than $10,000. Okay, great card. If you are part of the military, I like the Navy Federal Rewards card. That card will go up to $50,000 credit limit. In fact, I've got a $47,000 line of credit. Not a line of credit, it's actually a credit card. But it's a Navy Federal. So they will lend up to $50,000 on a credit card. It's one of the highest credit cards I've seen, other than American Express, which is technically unlimited because it's a charge card. Okay, so as you build that up, it gives you more power. It's called spending limit, your power. Okay, with American Express, I'll explain that in a second as well. So I also like the Barclays Arrival Plus. Excellent credit. Okay, I want you above 780. That's where I want you to get this card. Again, something you're probably looking at getting, a minimum 15,000 all the way up to, mine's 47. No, what did I get on that one? 49 something thousand on that one. Okay, so these are cards that you can build up. Line increases are they're very generous with Barclays. I've never had a problem with Barclays. One of my favorite banks to use. You got the JetBlue card. You've got the you've got the Barclay Arrival Plus card. I want you guys to be in the very top tier, 780 plus across the board, and that should be the cards that you should get based on that credit score. Okay, so that's your top tier. That's like I'm up there, man. I'm soaring now. By no means do I have an 800 credit score, not me, but I'm asking you, by no means does it say, hey, I'm gonna get approved for the card that I just told you just cause. Because here's the deal. If you put one single little AU on your credit and you had no credit and you put a good authorized user on there, you could easily have an 800 credit score. Does that mean you're gonna get approved for a Barclays Arrival Plus card or an American Express Platinum? Absolutely not. Okay, so there's a little bit of a formula that has to happen, right? You're gonna need primary accounts on there. You're gonna need to build it up a little bit. They don't just give you a $50,000 credit limit just because you put one AU or authorized user, AKA authorized user, on your credit and you had a complete credit repair done. And once you put one Tradeline on there, you're like, well, I'm an 815 on all 3 bureaus. I want to go for the American Express. It's not gonna happen, okay? So just again, think about there's other criteria other than credit score to make sure that you get a credit card. Number 1, income comes in play, okay? If you say I make $7,000 a year, I live under a bridge and I haven't worked in 3 years, do you think that you're gonna get a credit card for $40,000? Okay, you don't need to put in comments because I'm being rhetorical. The answer is no, okay? You're not gonna get a credit card if you say dumb things, okay? That's why I come to you, that's why I'm real. You gotta be smart about what you say, okay? Remember that everything on a credit card application is stated. I'm gonna leave it at that. Take it for what it's worth. Okay, it's your nugget for the day. Take it for what it's worth. that the information that you fill out is stated, which means 99% of the time, it's unverifiable. They're not going to call you up and ask you to verify it, okay? On credit card applications, all right? So don't go crazy, and if you're making $70,000 a year, put in $400,000, okay? And don't say, hey, I've been living somewhere for 20 years when you've been there for 3.5 years. What I'm saying is, most of the time, they're not going to verify that information, okay? Let's go back to American Express for a minute. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If we went back to stage one, and stage one said, hey, I can get Fingerhut, I can get my Capital One, $200, $300 cards, usually what they're going to give you. Okay, it's my starter card. I've got some negatives on my credit report. Or you could say, how do I fast track, Mike, to get me to stage 3 or 4 so I can be looking at getting cards that are $3,000 to $10,000? Here's what I would tell you. I would tell you that you need to pay real close attention to what I'm going to tell you. And I'm also going to give you a bonus because you stayed to the end as well. I would tell you that you need to have 2 to 3 primary accounts. What I mean by that is online jewelry clubs should be on there. Your rent reporters should be on there. Okay, and then you should have some type of other credit card, whether it's a stage 1 or stage 2 on your credit. Okay, if you can get that on there before you can jump to stage 3, you're going to be in a much better place. Also, the other fast track is called authorized users. Okay, so what did I do in a credit game is I created a platform that gives you the biggest 2 benefits that's going to help you fast track from stage 1 to stage 4 or 5, like that, okay? Because it took me 5 to 6 years. I don't want you to have to wait that long, okay? What I want to do in 2020 for you is show you how to fast track it so you guys don't have to put that many years in. The way I would do it today, okay, is I would contact my office ASAP and say, look, I'm looking to fast track, okay? This credit game right here gives you everything you need. I basically put my entire 5 years where I was tracking, like literally putting everything in there, because I built this for me. And now I'm just sharing it with you, that's all. I built this entire course for myself. And now, basically, that's how I'm sharing it with the world, and I'm literally helping raise the national credit average. So today, here's what I'm gonna do for you guys. You call, I'm gonna do 2 things. Number 1, I'm gonna give you access to elite credit repair. Okay, you guys get in the credit game, purchase any of my credit game, I'm gonna give you elite credit repair, fastest credit repair on the planet, literally results in 60 days, okay? Number 1. Number 2, you're gonna get Tradelines for up to 75% off, okay? So forget the whole broker program where people are talking about, I give you 30, 40, up to 75% off. So where a normal Tradeline might be $1,000, give me an example of a 20K 10-year card, okay? You guys would be looking at about $200-300 for that card. Get into my program. You get 75% access with my VIP vendors. Number 1, to get the elite credit repair, and number 2, vendor, 75% off of competitor prices, okay? That's the fast track you need to get to where you want to be. Number 3 is anybody that joins today, I'm going to be giving you my access links to my American Express. Okay, what that means is I've been using American Express for many years. Okay, I spend about $100,000 to $120,000 a month on my American Express cards. Okay, so over $1 million go onto my American Express per year on ad spend. I use it like a debit card. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, everything goes on that card because of, that's why I told you, now I can travel for free and do what I want, and I use my points. You guys get in today, I'm gonna give you access to, in order, how I want you to apply for the American Express credit cards. The same ones I have. The really cool thing about it is you can use them at any time, okay? So you're gonna get your elite credit repair, okay? That's on the house. As long as you get into my program, you're getting free elite credit repair. There's no charge for that, okay? But you gotta get into my program. Number 2, inside my program, that's how you get the free elite credit repair, and you get the discount on the Tradelines, 75% off, okay? And number 3, today, if you get in, I'm giving away the 4 links to my American Express in how I want you to apply for them, A, and B, exactly what cards they are. And what's really cool about it, again, is I spend so much money on them. So having a referral code, having it referred by me gives you a significant upper hand on you just going online and trying to apply for it, okay? So again, if you call in and you say, hey, I'm ready to rock and roll, I want to get in the credit game, then you need to say, hey, I want the American Express links. If you're not at a 700 yet, I don't want you to apply, okay? So we gotta get you there first by going through the credit game, getting the elite credit pair, putting the trade lines on. I'll show you exactly what you need to do through that process. Then you have the links, because I'm gonna email them to you. You'll have them inside your email for when you're ready. All 4 American Express cards, I show you how to do it. You get 1 inquiry for 4 cards. Okay? I show you how to do that in the credit game as well. Okay? But I'm actually gonna provide you with the links, the same ones, my referral links from my cards, so you'll be able to have access to those as well. When you're ready, you have those. And the thing about it is, when you have access links to cards that are extremely used a lot, and I have a lot of great relationship with American Express, the chance of you getting approved skyrocket to like 70, 80% approval versus applying online, right? So I'll give you that, guys. Again, that's with any purchase today, free elite credit pair up to 75% off Tradelines and my American Express links. And I show you how to do it to where you get 1 inquiry for all 4. Also, one other thing about Chase I want to share with you before I have you call my office and get the help you need is this. You guys need to know that with Chase, the most important thing, because I know I mentioned Chase twice, most important thing with Chase is to have a relationship with them. Okay, here's your last nugget. If you open up a checking account with Chase first, before applying for their credit cards, your chances increase 77% of actually getting the credit card. They are a relationship bank. So think about that. Open up a bank account first, go back about a week later when you're in the system, okay, then apply for your Chase. Okay, here's what I need you to do. And I mean, if you're serious, 904-420-7772. Let me help you skip from stage 1 to stage 4 to stage 5, okay? You don't have to go through the process, because I show you exactly what you need to do, how you do it. Little short videos, like simple. So simple the credit game is that literally like a 4th grader could do this, okay? 904-420-7772. Love you guys. Again, subscribe, like, hit me a thumbs up, and then turn on your bell notifications, select all. That means every single day you'll be getting videos like this. I'll see each and every one of you guys tomorrow in my video, but I'll be looking for your call here shortly at 904-420-7772. It's Mike from the Credit Game. Take care.